Yes? I was wondering if... This is... I never expected... Thank you. It's going to take us a few days to get the place set up, but feel free to swing by when we're up and running. This is a great service you're doing for New Vegas.
I sure hope I get to meet President Kimball.
Hello?
Good, you made it. I've been receiving reports about the savior of the NCR for a while now, and wanted to meet you myself. You've proven yourself especially capable. And right now, Crocker gets handed the fluff missions that no one else wants to do. When people need something really important done, they come. Usually I dispatch one or more rangers to see these things through, but I'm a little short-handed at the moment. Since the majority of my men are on assignment dealing with the Legion, I need someone to handle other matters that have arisen. Make no mistake, there's a battle coming, and I intend to make sure there are no loose ends. One such loose end is a gang known as the Great Khans. Good riddance. We've had reports for years that they're the ones who supply the fiends with chems, but no one's done anything about it. In any event, no one will miss them. And I've got another mission for you. We've had some disturbing reports recently concerning the Omertas, one of the 3 families that run the Strip. Our intelligence has discovered that high-ranking members of the Omertas have been having clandestine meetings for the past several months. We haven't been able to determine whom they've been meeting with, but if it's Caesar's men, we'll need to act. I need you to uncover what they're up to and stop it if it threatens the NCR. Any questions? Excellent. You'd think living in the lap of luxury and power would be enough for some people, but no. Now that that's out of the way, let's see. Mr. House was a concern, but someone conveniently dealt with him for us. Oh, that reminds me. You might be happy to know that your efforts haven't gone unnoticed. The brass have been throwing around the idea of having the president visit the dam for a while now, to rally the troops and boost morale and such. With our recent achievements, they finally feel secure enough to stage the damn thing. But while it's being planned, I have one last mission for you. Several years ago, we managed to wrest the Helios-1 solar power station from the Brotherhood of Steel chapter local to this area. It was a crushing victory, but no one's heard a peep from the Brotherhood since. Most people assume the Brotherhood is scattered and not a threat. Recently, we've had scouts go missing in an area west of Helios, and I'm concerned that the Brotherhood is involved. I want you to find them, and once you do, finish them for good. Any questions? Don't even think about it. Any Brotherhood survivors likely harbor a deep grudge against us. We can't afford to leave such an enemy alive. Any other objections? Maybe you'd like to bring the Brotherhood some flowers. Dismissed.
Evening.
What's up?
Hey!
Those fiend junkies over at Vault.
What's up? What's up? Back. I need to talk to you about something, if you haven't. Any day now? Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick it. We're getting caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right. I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past. I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR. My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave, a remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro. A lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here. After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact. Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood. The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the... That's a hard question to answer. I know I don't want the Legion to take Hoover Dam. So militarily, yes, I want them to help NCR. If possible, I'd like to figure out a way to help the NCR win Hoover Dam without holding New Vegas. Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, but you're a big part of what's happening out here. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know I'm not always the most serious. Looks like break time's over.
Hey there. Your travels been good? Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertebrate. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere. Limited. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good.
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She flew him out on... There have been some good men along. Being in the Enclave didn't mean... As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something... admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare. What's up? What's up? Come back.
That sweetie sure is something.
You don't strike me as someone down on... Hello, Arcade. Why the need for a bunch of... Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blazing? Haven't done that in years, but all right, I'm in. None of this means a thing if the rest... Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the... I miss those days sometimes. The rest of us, though, we were just trying... Then we lost the oil rig, and shortly after that, the base at Navarro. No... Internal sabotage took down the oil rig. Never did get the full story. The NCR took out... I was the officer in charge, and Johnson and Moreno were my heavy hitters. Johnson and Moreno never got along, and I had my hands full keeping those two... It was a difference in philosophy, mostly. Mercy was not part of Moreno's vocabulary. I helped tend the crops, stand watch for fiends. Couple of years now. I was a trader for a while, but got...
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting... Krieger was polite and I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty, not loyalty to the Enclave or even the ideals they fought for. Sometimes I wonder how much of my father they see in me. They went through a lot together, but my family went through it too. I'm glad they've watched out for me all these years.
Subject E, diagnosis complete. My name is Whitley. I bought Duraframe Subject E as both the I was prepared to make several... However, as the project was canceled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted to Hellfire Armor, I am sending this model to the Nevada... If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever repairs it needs so it can continue to Navarro.
Anything new happening?
Is there something else I can do for you? Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is nothing compared to what I had when I was with the Enclave. Cyberdogs and the like. Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after. I prefer... I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if... Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker.
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. He had an equal lack of affection.
Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. He simply solved riddles because... Not everyone dreams of being a revolutionary. Maybe it's enough just to do good, but he's probably saved more lives than I ever will.
Well, it's about damn time. I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and there's a twitch in my trigger finger. I've lost my eagle eyes, and the other day I could have sworn I heard Sergeant Dornan chewing me out. I'm old, and I'm starting to... And we all gotta go... He was a drill instructor I knew. He was also the meanest bastard. Once he caught this private out of uniform, and old Dornan went off on the most ear-blistering rant known to man. Yeah. What do you want? I'm not saying. The truth of it is that I did cut out a raider's heart, but only took a bite to mess with his buddies. They had me surrounded, and I went with the first thing that came to mind. Some ran, and the rest was... Sure do. Had a wife for a while. Thought I recognized the fellow with you? Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker.
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, day to day, week to week, he would question order. It's amazing he was never caught. I grew up without him. It's not like if that's the only thing about me. What's up?
Helping the NCR is better than helping Mr. House, but I don't think it's the best solution for the people. If the NCR can take full control of Freeside and the Strip... Besides, even if New Vegas eventually gets representation in the NCR's Senate...
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. Oh, like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Do? I was a soldier. Been a while, Arcade. Is that right? The million-dollar question. I wouldn't mind cutting down a few platoons of NCR troopers with... Oh, I'll come. But depending on... Arcade might have mentioned there's a... heavy weapons troop. By the time I got through... Back then...
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. To him, it was all one unbroken chain. From Washington, he said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." It's been decades, you know. Most people know when to hang it up and start over.
Glad to see you made it here all right. Marino, Johnson, Henry, and I will be the boots on the ground. Whitman. Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him. Day one, we didn't. It's as simple as that. The rest of us moved on while Moreno... Still, I'm not convinced Moreno... I stopped being Moreno's... You've got only one chance at this. Howdy.
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could save the fucking NC. I can't believe you've actually talked me into this.
Thanks for doing this. Getting them all back together again. I'll be honest, when Moreno started going off, I didn't think we'd all be walking out of there in one piece. I still don't know how this is all gonna shake out in the end, but at least the Enclave can atone a... I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for... I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro and my father served with them, but I wasn't... It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, because I know when fighting breaks out at the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside. They're gonna need every doctor they can get. I figured you'd say that. Sometimes staying put... I'll leave the fighting to the old warhorses. I need to go take care of something before I set up at Freeside. I'll see you soon. And again...
Hey there.
Moreno's a stubborn son of a bitch, but he's also tougher than any of us. Since Whitman will be staying with the vertibird, she's offered to give... You'll need special training to use it properly. The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind. Hey there!
I appreciate you keeping Orion in the group. Since I won't be needing my armor, it'll take a few hours to show you. Hey there, cannibal. Heard you become a hunter. Good for you.
Like I said, I needed to go do something. This is it. It belonged to my father. I thought I might wear it at Hoover Dam, but after you talked me out of it, I didn't see the point in hanging on to it any longer. I'm here because of you, so I figured you're the one most deserving of it. And if you need anything at all, it's the least I could do. All I ask is that you put it to good use. This place has lived in the shadow of Caesar for long enough. I may not be the one to help stop him here, but you are. Fortis fortuna adiuvat.
What's up? Yep, it's your typical city layout. House gave the area around the strip to the locals, but he has no interest. I'd love to see the Brotherhood do it, but since the Codex doesn't say clean up Freeside, no one listens. I'm worried there'll be the death of the Brotherhood. But last time we clashed, we lost a lot of... Silliest dress band of raping, slaving... No such...
I heard some special squad of Rangers is on it. With their leader gone, the Legion will...
Our former elder?
Good to see you again.
Elijah was obsessed with new technology.
If you're planning to take
That's
Veronica
why we
with
were
you,
at
be
Helios
sure
in
to
the
have a
first
good
place.
pair of
Greetings, my friend. I suppose it was only a matter of time. I wonder if, given the NCR's current situation, they would consider a truce of sorts. We've given up our claim to Helios, and we don't have any interest in claiming Hoover Dam, so perhaps it's time for a new strategy. Go to the NCR. Further, tell her that we are willing to send troops to aid in their coming defense of the dam. My guess is they're in no position to refuse.
What's up? My favorite... I would say he was my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole Brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew, anyway. But Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagined a grandfather to be. It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow. Watch him at work. He did. For years, he fought with the Council. Taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb, but he was mad because we'd lost its power. What we'd use it for. They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others. Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen, and the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have. Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You ask what I learned from him. I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else. Yeah, I miss him. I don't know. Last time anyone saw him was in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until he could be reactivated. But he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face. It was... strange. Even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was... something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it, I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world, make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean.
Has the Brotherhood been found? And you believed them? Do you have any idea how long we've been fighting those bastards? Ugh, Crocker will have a field day with this. He'll want to establish diplomatic relations with them, for Pete's sake. But we've got more important matters to attend to. The President is due to arrive soon, and we're sure the Legion won't waste such an opportunity. I want you to assist the security detail we've prepared for the President. His safety is critical to maintaining the men's... Go up to the Visitor Center and speak to Ranger Grant. He's in charge of security during the President's visit.
That fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
I've heard of you. I'm glad you're here to help us out. This is a delicate matter. We've got a lot to do to prepare for the President. Are you ready? Good. The President doesn't arrive until tomorrow. Glad you could join us. Most of my men are already on duty. We've got a busy... The plan is to get through today without the shit hitting the fan. So I'll be overseeing the security team personally, and keeping in constant contact with people over... It's a good bet that the Legion is gonna try something today, so we have to be prepared. We'll do whatever it takes to get the President through this visit in one piece. We trust you, so you're free to have your weapons. Just don't do... Security detail consists of Rangers stationed here at the dam. Some will keep an eye on the crowd while others will watch the perimeter. Snipers and sharpshooters have been assigned to key locations, and we also have a special canine unit sniffing out members of the... I've also locked down access to critical locations, such as the landing platform on the Visitor Center. All right. I have a full itinerary. The Legion will definitely try some. I'd almost expect something direct from them, but given the circumstances, there's a... But since we don't have anything solid... Someone like you, I'm just glad to have you on board. Do whatever you can. Security sweeps, talk to people. President Kimball is arriving shortly. If you want to do any last-minute security... Once you're ready, meet me outside.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. Asshole.
Hey, you haven't seen my friend around here, have you? His name... We were supposed to meet up so we can watch the president's speech together. Okay.
One of the Ranger... You know, if you were serving, you'd probably be halfway to jail by now. With House dead, we'll have Vegas annexed before the year's out.
First recons at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now
It seems that the territories are about to blow up.
House was the only thing keeping Vegas from joining the NCR.
Still no luck finding my friend. He better show up soon.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
You're cleared to go on through.
Not right now, I'm busy.
We need to keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Have you finished your security sweep? I'll hurt.
Move along. You better get out of here.
Have you finished your security sweep? Looks like that's his vertibird. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Do you mind?
Come back in a minute. I'm busy with security.
Morning. Is there a problem here? I'm not sure what you mean. What the? For the lead! Come on!
Smart move. Come back in a minute. I'm busy with security matters. Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole. I'll meet you on the observation deck.
One of the ranger vets looked at me, and I just about surrendered.
Hey, you haven't seen my friend around here. We were...
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for... a nuclear winter.
Have you finished your security?
Not right now, I'm busy.
I don't have time to talk right now.
Have you finished your security sweep? Now, if you... Come back in a minute. I'm busy with security matters. Come back in a minute. I'm busy with security matters. Morning. Come back in a minute. I'm busy with security matters. First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we've got a chance to hold it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for coming out here today for this very special occasion. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the President of the new California Republic, Aaron Kimball.
Thank you, fellow Californians, who have come so far to answer the call to service put forth by the Republic.
Count on that.
It is for you that I have come here, and it is because of you.
Shouldn't you be keeping an eye out for any... A bomb on the President's vertibird. Only a limited number. We have to get the President out of here now. I'll cancel this... We can't relax until...
We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks and are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices. It is because of men and women like Private First Class Jeremy Watson that Nevada and the new California Republic remain free and secure.
Morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for coming out here today for this very special occasion. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the President of the new California Republic, Aaron Kimball.
Thank you, fellow Californians, who have come so far to answer the call to service put forth by the Republic.
First recon's at Camp
It is for you that I have come
got a
here,
chance to hold it.
and it is because of you that I am able to do so. We enjoy our privileges because you take the greatest of risks and are prepared to make the most noble sacrifices. It is because of men and women like Private First Class Jeremy Watson that Nevada and the new California Republic remain free and secure. Born in a tin shack on the outskirts of one pine, Jeremy Watson never had it easy. His father was a caravan guard on the short route, and his mother, like many Californians, braved the ruins of the old world as a prospector. They suffered through water shortages, raider attacks,
What are you doing
and
up
the
here?
Brotherhood War. Like our mighty Sierra Nevadas, they endured.
Settle down. Oh, shit. Fuck it.
But the time came when they could no longer shoulder the burden alone. 12 years ago, they called out for help, and the Republic heard them. Troopers, Rangers, just like you, answered the clarion call. Men and women stepped forward to say, I will carry the weight. And at Owen's Lake, we made true on our promise, driving out the raider tribes to establish a lasting peace in the eastern Sierra Nevadas. We carried the weight, and though we left behind many of our brothers and sisters on that battlefield, it did not break us. 10 years ago, Chief Elise met with representatives of the Desert Rangers to discuss terms of what would become the Ranger Unification Treaty. The treaty was more than a resolution to welcome the Desert Rangers into the Republic. It was a covenant to protect Southern Nevada against Caesar's Legion and the tyranny of this regime. There are some back home who ask me, but who are we protecting? What is Nevada to us?
Hey, I heard about you. Nope, haven't noticed anything strange at all. Neither has my friend here. Thanks, we haven't been... I brush it every day. Not since...
Sometimes we forget that the light of our society shines beyond our borders. Sometimes we take those privileges for granted that our forebears fought so hard to achieve. We must always remember that wherever Californians stand, we carry our principles with us. Equal respect, representation, and protection under the laws of a just republic.
You're cleared. Go on.
This was the same fire that burned in the heart of the old world that preceded us. We are the heirs of that civilization, torchbearers eastward of the Pacific, into the darkness of this wasted land. when there was nothing called on the men and women of California to carry that fire across the Mojave, Jeremy Watson answered. You answered. Together you carried the weight. And when PFC Watson's platoon came under attack at Forlorn Hope, he took the greatest risk. Not only for his fellow Californians, but for California itself. He was prepared to make the most noble of sacrifices to defend the principles of our republic, even here, on Nevada soil. His actions are a beacon to all of us who stand here today in tribute to his valor. Private First Class Jeremy Watson, on behalf of the Senate and people of the new California Republic, it is my honor to present you with the Star of Sierra Madre. Not far from this spot, a monument stands as a tribute to the sacrifice made by those who came before us. The men and women who fulfilled the promise we made to the Desert Rangers. Its back is inscribed with the names of the troopers and rangers who carried the weight. And because they made the most noble of sacrifices, it did not break us. 4 years ago, we held this dam. 4 years ago, we carried the weight. 4 years ago, we drew a line through the Mojave as clear as the Colorado River. A line that Caesar cannot cross. Today, you stand here with our brothers and sisters to hold that line. Today, you honor all Californians by carrying that weight. Today, you are the waves of the Pacific, pushing ever eastward. You are the sequoias rising from the Sierra Nevadas, defiant and enduring. You are the great western light of California, torchbearers in the darkness, living reminders of all that is best in our republic. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. What the hell are you waiting for? I want to get shot. Let's go.
Smart move for the Kings to back down. They didn't know who they were messing with. Shouldn't you be keeping an eye out? What the hell? This must control some sort of bomb that he was going to use. Nice work catching this. First recon's at Camp Forlorn Hope. Now we've got a chance to hold it.
This is unacceptable. We demand the immediate return of our power armor.
A battle is about to be fought out there. To come here requesting our men to give up their armor is insane.
It is not your armor. That power armor is property of the Brotherhood of Steel, and you have no right to claim it as your own.
Damn Brotherhood. Bunch of elitist jerks. What were we to do, leave good armor? Fine. This isn't worth...
Later.
Is the President safe? Good. His death could have had a major impact on morale. This whole affair was ill-advised from the start, and I, for one... While you were out, General Oliver arrived and briefed all senior officers regarding a change in our strategy. I'm not at liberty to divulge what was said, but I've been instructed to send you to him immediately. He set up his camp in the office area at the south end of this... Dismissed.